Hi everyone, in this video I'll be teaching the rest of the typic questions of data structures list comprehension questions, which is a continuation of the previous video.
If you see here, you have a function. There is a function over here, a list NLST1. Let me tell it as N1, N3. N3, which is a copy of a list, and N2 is equal to N list of 1. So if you have NLST is equal to 21, it is going to, of course, initialize. I'll just write it as N1 itself. N1 is equal to 21, 12, 31. Got it. Now, if I'm having NLST 3 is equal to N1 dot copy. N1 dot copy, in the sense it will be stored in a different memory location. So 21, this with the same value only. The same value, it will be stored in different memory location. And N2, if you see, it is initialized to N1. So N2 is equal to whatever N1 is pointing to. See in the memory how it will be pointing is N1 will be there, and N2 both will be pointing to the same memory location. Both will be pointing to the same memory location where this number is being stored, this list is being stored. And N3 will be pointing to a different memory location where this list is stored. So the same number as such I'm going to write. So what happens in this case, if you are making any changes to the list N1, N2 value will also get affected. If N3 value is changed, nothing is going to get affected. If N2 is changed, N1 value will also get affected. The same value will be, because both are pointing to the same value. Here NLST2 of -1 equal to 5, which is the first assignment statement they have. They are trying to change the N2 list with -1 value as 5. So if it is so, what will happen to this value? I'll change as and when the changes is done. So it will be changed to 5. Now insert NLST2 dot insert 1, 6. NLST2 dot insert. So this is the 0th position, and in the first position we are trying to insert 6. So 6 is going to come and sit here. Understood? And H underscore T NLST1. So it is going to call a function wherein they are trying to do some changes. Again, from back is equal to NLST dot pop. What is this NLST dot pop is going to do? This pop function will remove the last element from the list. So when it is removing the last element, it is storing it in back is equal to the last element which is removed, 5. I am passing NLST 1 as the parameter, okay. Because I have done the changes here also it will get changed. So here 6, 5 only will be there. N2 is changed, N1 will also get changed, and N1 is being passed as a parameter. And when it is moving to the function definition, back will be having the last value. And because it is being popped, I have to remove the value. Now from underscore front is equal to pop of 0. If I am specifying 0 here, then first element will be removed. So front is equal to 21, 12. So front is equal to 21, 12, which will be stored. And after which NLST dot append. Here when I am popping the first element, this will be deleted. And when I am appending the from underscore front, it is going to get appended here in this position. So 21, 12. It will be appended to this place, 21, 12. Insert 0, from back. In the 0th position, you are inserting whatever is stored in from back. So what is stored? 5, 6, 21, 12. Here also you have 5, 6, 21, 12. Understood or not? So with this, they have done some changes to the list N1 only, and it is also automatically affecting the N2 list also. Now coming to the next print statement. If you are seeing the print statement, what are they trying to print? NLST of 0, -1 and length of NLST 1. So can you tell me What is going to be there in NLST of 0? 5 will be printed, and with a space. Comma will not be there, because if comma is there, you have to leave a space. NLST of -1 will be 21, 12. And again leaving a space, length of the list 1 is going to be 3. Now N2 list. N2 list will be having the same set of values, no change at all, 5, 21, 12, and then 3. And the third print statement, what is going to get printed? N3. So here I'll be having 21, 12 as the first value, because no changes have been done. And then 31 as the last value, comma, length is nothing but 2. This is the answer for 8th question. Predicting the output. How you are going to predict the output of the following question? So ages is equal to 11, 14, and all these numbers are there. Here there is an error in the question itself. There must not be any indentation here. If at all the indentation is there, it is surely going to throw an error. So print ages. This ages will be printed on the screen, and ELIG is another list they are creating. X for X in ages. From ages they are taking each and every value, and they are checking whether X is in the range 14, 18. So 14, 18, what are all the values available? 14, 15, 16, and 17, leaving off the last value. If 14, 15, 16, and 17 is alone available in ages, those numbers alone will be taken. So what are all the numbers which will be taken is 14 will be added into ELIG, 15 will be added, and 17 will be added. These three numbers will be there as the answer. So this is the answer for the 9th question. Let me write the answer here, 9. So when they are printing, it is going to appear as a list. So 14, 15, 17 will be the answer
For the second print statement.
So predicting the output question, the next 10th question, x power 2 for x in range of 10 if x mod 3 equal to 0. So let us find what are the possible values for x, and will be having some values which we are going to find. So what are the possible values of x? 0 until 9, because it is until 10, 0 until 9 will be the possible values. From there, if you see if whether x mod 3 equal to 0, what are the numbers which is going to satisfy? 0 will also get satisfied. So 0, 3, 6, 9. These are the numbers which will be there in the list L1, stored in the, the values of x, possible values of x. But here they are telling it as x power 2. X power 2, in a sense, you will be having 3 3s are 9, and here it comes as 36, and here it will be 81. Okay. So in the next line, they are trying to initialize L2 is equal to L1. If I'm initializing in this manner, it is going to, both are going to point to the same memory location. So L2 will also have the same set of values, and any changes in L1 will be affecting L2 also. 0, 9, 9, 36, 81. L1 dot append len of L1. What are you appending in L1? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the length of L1, so that will be appended in L1 itself. So let me do the changes as and when I'm seeing a statement. So 4 is going to get appended. So because I'm doing changes in L1, L2 is also going to get appended, and 4 is going to sit here. Print of L1, print of L2. So both the list is going to get printed, and they are trying to remove L2 dot remove len of L2 minus 1. Len of L2 is nothing but len of L2 is 5. 5 minus 1 is 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 will be removed from the list. So let me write the print statements. The first print statement is going to print 0, 9, 36, 81, 4. Second print statement also will be printing the same numbers. And the third print statement, from L2 only we are trying to remove the number 4. Okay, but it is going to affect L1 also. So when I'm trying to print L1 value, 0, 9, 36, 81 will be the answer. So 4 will be removed in both the list. This is the answer for the 10th question. of even of n, return n mod 2. Here list 1 is equal to, if it is even, if the number is even, it is going to return true. If the number is odd, it is going to return false. Okay, it will return true when it is even. That is why this particular function, it is going to return false for all other cases. So list 1 is equal to some set of numbers is there, and EV is equal to n for n in list 1 if n mod 2 is equal to 0. So n mod 2 equal to 0, EV is equal to what all the numbers, if all the numbers which are divisible by 2 will be the numbers stored here. So 2, 4, 6, 8 will be the numbers stored in the EV list. What is the thing stored in EVP list? It is going to do the same condition checking by moving to the function. See, what are they trying to do? Instead of n mod 2, they will be checking the condition and they will be inserting the value. What is the value which is going to get inserted in EVP? That is going to get printed on the screen. So I'll directly write the answer for this question. There is no job for EV at all. They are not at all doing any particular calculations with EV. Only EVP is taken into account. What is the value stored in EVP is 2, 4, 6, 8. Whichever is satisfying this condition, the even number condition, right? So 12th question. Coming to the 12th question, B is equal to 9, 6, 4, 5 and 7, 7. And B is equal to colon 2. What is the meaning of colon 2? They are slicing. They are taking from the beginning until the value, until the index 1. So X value will become a list. It is again a list. Remember that whenever you are slicing also, you have to write it as a list. 9, 6 will be returned, and then 4, 5. X dot append of 10. X dot append of 10 is going to append 10 to this. So here, let me change the value as along with the number 10. When I'm printing the value, this is going to get printed on the screen. Hope I don't need to write the answer. I'll make it as such. This is the answer for the first question. And for the second question, 9, 6, 4, 5, 7, 7, the same set of values are there. Here x of 1 dot append, which is the only change they are doing, x of 1 dot append. Can you understand? So what is it going to get appended in x is? X value will be 9, 6 and 4, 5. What is x of 1? This is the 1 in the 0th position. This is the first position. So x of 1 is nothing but 4, 5. 9, 6 will be as such. And then in 4, 5, 4, 5, 10, it will get appended. And that is how you will be getting the answer. X of 1 is nothing but, this is in the 0th position and this is the first position. So 4, 5, 10 will be the answer. 13th question, finding the error. Consider the following code which runs correctly at times but gives error at other times. Just see the program once. There is a list with some elements. There is an empty list. And here they are asking you to enter some values. Any one of the option can be executed at any time. So if I'm entering the option 2 initially, and if I'm trying to find the index of 100 within the list 2, index of the number 100, it is going to return an error because already the list is empty. In an empty list, if you are trying to find the index of a particular number, it is going to return a error. And when I'm trying to give the option 3, there is nothing in the list in list 2, and if I'm popping some element, it is again going to throw you a error. So there must be some elements in the list in order to pop. There must be 100 present in the list in order to find the index of 100. So with this, these are the errors which may occur. So there is no error which is going to occur with this choice 1. It is just appending the list, so no problem. And suggest the correction for the errors. How will you suggest the correction? What is the correction which can be done is, you can add a condition in the second.
Here we can add a condition that if LST1 dot count of 100 greater than 0, if that condition satisfied, we can give a print statement of what is the index of 100 in LST1. The same thing can be done for LST2 also. So in this way, we can write a condition in order to avoid the error. So in the same way, we can add a condition before we are popping an element from LST1 and LST2. So we can have len of LST1 greater than 0 and len of LST2 greater than 0 as a condition before we are popping any.
I have y for y in range of 100 everything is okay except the open bracket is missing. And here if you see, and if y mod 5 is equal to 0 is there, if is not required once again, and if it is there, it is enough, right? And then the close bracket. So this is how you need to make the changes. And here also open bracket, here they have written as a tuple format. It is not possible. You can write only for the list. List comprehension is available only for the list, so you need to put a square bracket. And the same manner here also if is being written, which you need to remove from the question. Finding the error in the following list comprehension. Here if you see, there is a colon which is not required. Colon must not be written whenever you are writing any list comprehension, and that is a only error. Good will be added to the list, whatever list which is initialized. You can also mention that list must be initialized here, x is equal to or something like that. Even here you can tell the name of the list, in which list you are going to write lst is equal to or l is equal to, something like that can be attached along with both these answers.
Hope you have understood all the answers. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.